Hello boys and girls, welcome to our English lesson. And today we're going to talk about an interesting topic. I hope you guys are ready for our lesson. Let's go! My first question is, what is ecology? Ecology is the study of the relationships between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment. What does it mean, eco? Eco means home in Latin language. It's the science about our mutual home, about nature. Science which teaches us to treat our homeland very carefully. And what is the word environment means? Environment is surroundings we live in. Let's watch a short video, learn what the word environment means, and try to memorize the information by watching video.
In our environment, we have many natural and man-made things. The things we have in our environment are 1. Family, which consists of parents, brothers, sisters, relatives, neighbors, and friends. 2. Shelters, like houses, buildings, shops, temples, bazaars, schools, offices. 3. Transport, such as bullock carts, cycles, buses, cars, trains, ships, and aeroplanes. 4. Land, roads, farms, gardens, trees, forests, and mountains. 5. Animals like cows, bulls, dogs, cats, horses, donkeys, and buffaloes. 6. Birds, such as sparrows, crows, pigeons, fowls, parrots, and cranes. 7. Water resources like lakes, ponds, rivers, and waterfalls. 8. Natural forces such as heat, rain, cold, and wind. 9. Sky. Sky has the sun, the moon, and stars.
Now guys, let's learn some new words about ecology. So the first word is heavy industry. Heavy industry is industry which large machines are used to produce raw materials or to make large objects. Traffic is defined as vehicles or people in the vehicles, a delay that involves transportation or movement through a designed location. Water pollution is when toxic substances enter water bodies such as lakes, rivers, oceans, and so on, getting dissolved in them. Soil pollution is defined as the presence of toxic chemicals, pollutants, or contaminants in soil in high enough concentrations to pose a risk to human health and or the ecosystem. Cattle overgrazing, eating too much grass. a situation in which there are too many cows or other animals eating grass in an area, which damage the environment. Glacial melting, an extended mass of ice formed from snow falling and accumulating over the years. An extended mass of ice formed from snow falling and accumulating over the years and moving very slowly, either descending from high mountains. Flooding. Flooding is an overflow of water on normally dry ground. This is most commonly due to an overflowing river, a dam break, snow melt, or heavy rainfall. Less commonly happening are tsunamis, storm surge. Mud flows is a large amount of mud sliding down a mountain. Landslides. Landslides are the earth or rocks falling down from a mountain. Now guys, after learning these words, we are going to talk about ecological problems in our country, Kyrgyzstan, and we will read a text. But first, I will read the text twice, and you have to listen very carefully and try to memorize the information. Then I'm going to give you some time to read the text on your own. Let's go. Although Kyrgyzstan is not a center of heavy industry, it has a lot of ecological problems. Nowadays, ecological research shows that air pollution is becoming a very big problem in the cities of Kyrgyzstan because of the sharp increase in traffic. Water pollution is also one of the biggest problems in Kyrgyzstan, especially in the south. In this region, people suffer from different waterborne diseases. In agricultural areas, people don't control the use of chemicals and water, which affects the soil quality and safety of food. Cattle overgrazing has contributed to soil degradation and the disappearance of a large amount of grassland. Kyrgyzstan has uranium and gold mines that are also dangerous for the environment. They release toxic substances into the soil that can do a lot of damage too. The climate in Kyrgyzstan has been changing recently. Since the 1950s, there has been a significant rise of annual temperatures in this region. As a result, the threat of glacial melting has increased in Kyrgyzstan. It causes problems like mud flows, floods, and landslides. On the other hand, global warming in other regions of the country results in droughts and lack of water for the population. Although Kyrgyzstan is not a center of heavy industry, it has a lot of ecological problems. Nowadays, ecological research shows that air pollution is becoming a very big problem in the cities of Kyrgyzstan because of the sharp increase in traffic. Water pollution is also one of the biggest problems in Kyrgyzstan, especially in the south. In this region, people suffer from different waterborne diseases. In agricultural areas, people don't control the use of chemicals and water, which affects the soil quality and safety of food. Cattle overgrazing has contributed to soil degradation and the disappearance of a large amount of grassland. Kyrgyzstan has uranium and gold mines that are also dangerous for the environment. They release toxic substances into the soil that can do a lot of damage too. The climate in Kyrgyzstan has been changing recently. Since the 1950s, there has been a significant rise of animal temperatures in this region. As a result, the threat of glacial melting has increased in Kyrgyzstan. It causes problems like mud flows, floods, and landslides. On the other hand, Global warming in other regions of the country results in droughts and lack of water for the population. And now guys, it's time to do some exercises. Here we have to mark the sentences as true or false. I'm going to give you some time. Let's go! Time is up. Let's check your answers. The first sentence: in Kyrgyzstan, there are a lot of plants and factories that spoil ecology. According to the text, it's false. In the second sentence, traffic causes a lot of air pollution. It's true. In the third sentence, water pollution is stronger in the south of Kyrgyzstan. It's true. In the fourth sentence, people in Kyrgyzstan are very careful with water and chemicals. It's false, because people don't control the use of chemicals and water, which affects the soil quality and uranium and gold mines have a positive effect on the environment in Kyrgyzstan. And the right answer here is false, because according to the text, Kyrgyzstan has uranium and gold mines that are also dangerous for the environment. And the last one, global warming causes a lot of problems for the environment in Kyrgyzstan. According to the text, it's true. Global warming causes problems like mud flows, floods, and landslides. Here, guys, some nouns from the article are missing from the definitions below. How many can you find without looking back at the articles? You have to write down all the words. I'm going to give you some time. Time is up. Let's check your answers. So the first word is a population. All the people who live in one area, city or country. Pollution, the process of making water, air, etc. dirty. Disappearance, when somebody or something becomes impossible to see or find. Researcher, a person who carefully studies the topic to find new facts or information. Degradation, the process of something being made worse. Safety, the state of being safe and protected from danger. Increase, a rise in the number. Damage, physical harm to something that makes it less attractive or useful. Let's learn one new word. Endangered species. That means seriously at risk of extinction. This is about rare animals. Now, look at the pictures of species below and answer the question, what is common between them? You were right. All these 4 species on this slide are endangered. The dull wild dog, tiger, Egyptian vulture, white-headed duck. All these 4 species on this slide are endangered. And now I'm going to list you a few endangered species of our country, Kyrgyzstan. And the first one is the palace cat. It's one of the smallest wild animals in Kyrgyzstan. This mountain feline is about the size of a domestic cat, but looks slightly larger due to its thick fur that looks suspiciously like it has just been run through a dryer. Like many animals in Kyrgyzstan, the palace cat is nocturnal and it spends most of its downtime sleeping in caves or rock fissures. The rhinoceros beetle gets serious points for having the most unique look of all the animals that live in Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan rhino beetles sport a rhino-like horn, although this is not the most interesting thing about them. These beetles can carry 850 times their own weight. Stone marten, ferret face. The stone marten is a wild animal in Kyrgyzstan that is related to ferrets and minks. This cherry creature will eat anything from raspberries and pears to rats and mice. It can be found in Europe and Central Asia. The stone marten is nocturnal, but you may see it during the day in the summer. In the winter, the stone marten likes to make its life easier by using the path left by skiers to get around Kyrgyzstan's snowy mountains. The snow leopard could well be considered the Kyrgyzstan national animal. This beautiful big cat lives high in the mountains of Central Asia, between 3,000 and 6,000 meter elevations. Reclusive and elusive, it is difficult to catch a glimpse of these magnificent beasts. You have done a great job, and now it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day.